Today's training is very simple. Again, back to our mind process. We start with the mind only.
Yes.
All right. It takes a mental giant to ignore small minds. On any level, all levels, it takes a mental giant to ignore a small mind. Now, when we talk about this, we talk about ignoring small minds. Just because you ignore a small mind doesn't mean you didn't hear what they said, right?
Right.
It just means you're not gonna feed in. That's all it means. Don't feed in. Because if you get somebody ignorant, sometimes they just want attention. I'm talking about the type of ignorance that wants an argument. I'm not talking about the ignorance of you don't know, because truly the definition of ignorance is not knowing something. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when you don't want to learn something and you keep speaking on it. And you try to convince somebody that does know something that you know what you're talking about. There's where the debates and arguments come from, don't they?
Right.
Somebody constantly telling you something about yourself, family, or whatever that you know better, but they keep talking about it. In business, we're seeing this happen once again, face on right now, going throughout this week with the situation we have with the vacation property. You got everybody trying to eat off the same plate. But the problem sometimes comes in where everybody's only thinking of what they do. You should think of what you do as a specialty though. Mm-hmm. But if you are passionate about your specialty, what do we always talk about? About passion. How do you know when someone's passionate about something?
They'll do it for free.
You'll do it for free. Now, does that mean that I'm asking you to do what you're passionate about and what your specialty is for free?
No.
No. It just means that if you really love something, you will do it for free. Mm-hmm. Now, the key to business, to a good business, successful life, successful business, is finding something that you're passionate about and then find out how to turn a dollar out of it, how to make it earn, right? Mm-hmm. The problem comes up when you find out the hard way, and you could say, I'm real passionate about doing this. I love baking. I love baking. I'll bake anybody under the table. That's what I love to do. It's the same thing with our mind. We let a lot of little things weigh on our mind. Then eventually, the mind doesn't have the capacity to put anything positive into it because there's too many negative things in it. It's too much. You gotta let some of it go. Let it go. Right?
Yep.
Things get rough, times get hard. Take a deep breath. I'm always trying to tell you, stop yourself. Chill out for a minute. Okay?
Oh.
So when things get tough, you gotta step back and you gotta fight harder. But you gotta show people, you gotta show a fan base something. And that's the same thing with us guys. We gotta show our fan base something. We can't say all the time, oh, we did this last year, we did this year before last, and we did this and we did that, and we have things coming up. Forget about what we did then. We still working, aren't we?
Yeah.
Still work in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my whole point when I say ignore the small-minded people, that's the people that always want to get in a conversation with what you did in the past. You know what you did in the past. It's not necessary to talk about today. Especially if you're talking about somebody that's not helping you with the future. Mm-hmm. Somebody's helping you with the future, talk away. Because we all have a common goal. We have a common goal. You always notice, I promised you this, and you're seeing it. I promised you, and I'm delivering. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going from today, tomorrow, whatever, but if you notice what I'm doing, every time you turn around, I'm putting my hand in something else that it wasn't in last year. I had to earn it. When you have to earn something, you respect it and appreciate it a different way. You don't love it, you appreciate and respect it. I don't love snakes, but I respect and appreciate them because of what they do with the rodent population. Without them, you got rats everywhere. You got other things that you might not hate worse than him.